Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome into a surprise stream. Surprise! Yeah, we said we might do one or two this week. Hard to say, way schedules are, way things are. You know, you would think this would be the easiest week to plan something, but you know, of all of the weeks of Christmas and New Year, it seems this one's the busiest. Hey, Hawker 125. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas on top of all of that. And yes, it's BizJet Day. Citation 10. And by a total randomness, I learned of this airport. Never knew it existed. Um, out there in Florida. A lot of people talk about this island called Marco Island. Heck, I never knew. I figured Naples was the airport for it. Lo and behold, Marco actually has its own airport, albeit on the mainland of Florida, not the island itself. So that's where we're headed today. This is the default Cessna Citation 10. Comes with X-Plane 12. The only thing different I've done, I downloaded November 99 TT's livery, put it on the plane. Beyond that, folks, there's no mod, no nothing. It's right out of the box, or what version X-Plane 12's 0.0.8.RC-3/ oh my gosh, we got way too much going on behind all of this. Radar, please save me from all of this paperwork. Whoa, feels like an Army piece of paperwork from the show MASH. But anyway, we're going to tackle this flight. It's about a 2-hour flight, folks, so I hope you enjoy. And without further ado, let's get up into the office. We are not powered up yet. We're going to do a full power up, play with the FMC, let you all see it. So hope you all enjoy. We did a repositioning flight not too long ago into MidAmerica Airport, and that video will release before this one does tonight. So hope you enjoy the bundle, as we'll call it. All right, so here you are. No, we're not in November 75XP 99TT. All right, so let's bring Sim Toolkit in here real quick. Take a look at this flight and see what all we have to do here. All right, folks, as you can tell, yeah, for once, it's actually showing rain and it's raining instead of showing sunshine and it's raining. So at least the X-Plane weather thing got it right today. All right, but again, you all saw the route. It's Centralia to HILTS, to BETIE, to Quebec 110 to Buffalo, to EUF Heaven, and then Quebec 104 to PLYER, and on the Picker 7/4, currently planning 3/5. We'll see how all of that evolves as we embark on this trip. Okay, loadout for today, folks. We're in a BizJet, so don't expect 3 digits. Expect 1. 6. Whole whopping 6. We do have 330 pounds of cargo. They're heavy packers. No, just kidding. Anyway, but we're going to enjoy. We've got a payload of 1,530 pounds. We'll be doing that here in a moment. That'll bring us up to 23,530 on our zero fuel. Dispatch is saying we need 6,136 pounds of fuel. Alternate today is Miami on the other side of the peninsula, and we're heading up to 45,000 feet. Try to get above all of this nastiness here. And Mach 0.86 will be the cruise speed. So I really hope you enjoy, folks. I hope you've all had a happy new year. Real quick, I'll bring NavGraph in here. And hang on. Import. install. There it is. So there's what the route looks like in completion. So we're going here to Centralia, HILTS, BETIE, and then on down. All right, and folks, there is no departure out to Centralia. It's basically we take off runway whatever. In this case, I think we're going to get 14 after I yawn, and I think we're going to do an intersection departure at Gulf. So we'll just blast off there, hang a left, direct Centralia, then on till morning. I'm sorry, going back to Peter Pan, then on to our route. All right, so y'all ready? I know I am. All right, so let's first put the load information into the plane. So we'll go to edit, weight, and balance. You guys should know this part. Today we planned 1530, enter. All right, and total fuel, we will load 61, tree 6, enter. Okay, 1546. See, they're even loading more. They can't get away from all the stuff they're carrying. Yes, we have fun. All right, wait for the reset, and the aircraft is now loaded. All right, so let's get into this thing, shall we? First thing we're going to do is power it up so we can warm it up. Well, actually, it's warmed up. It just flew in from Spirit. Documents are on board. Takeoff briefings completed. Gear lever is down. And I got myself lost. Circuit breakers are in. Fuel boost pumps. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the yokes. We would do it in the style of airplane, but we don't have that technology yet. Okay, fuel pumps are off. Ignitions are off. Battery 1, battery 2. ECAS. Standby power. Oop, let's do a test first. Make sure the green light comes on. And emergency lights to armed. All right, with all of that in place, let's head over to the co-pilot side. Click the auxiliary pump on. APU generator to on. Master switch, and up with the arrow to start it. 2, 3. It'll be fired up here real quick. Nav lights on. And we have reached 100%, and the generator is generating. All right, and let's put the bleed air on. And the packs. Okay, folks, you are now powered up. Come back here, we'll click the rest of the avionics on. And do a quick radio setup. Everything should. Oh, we still got to do this one. Okay, and I want my range out a little bit. Whoop, wrong button, but there we go. All right, so we are set on the radios. All right. Next up, everyone's famous, the autopilot. We'll get that in a second. We'll get that after we do our flight oxygen, fuel, and flight plan. All right. Once again, here comes the route for you. All right, so basically what you got to do here first, realize today is the day we change to the nav graph. So be looking for that today or tomorrow. When that comes, load it if you are one of those that like to stay up to date like I do. Otherwise, don't worry about it and fly on and hope everything's in there that you need. That's pretty simple. Anyway, we'll go to the init button, click load for the GPS flight plan. We're going from Belleville, KBLV, also known as Scott Air Force Base, to KMKY. Why? Because we love you. MOUSE. About 100 miles northeast. Anyway, ENL is our first fix. Our next fix is HILTS. Jump the gun. LTS. Next. All right, now this one, never done this before, so bear with me. Is it HILTS or do I gotta actually put BETIE? Hang on, folks. Bear with me a second here. I'm actually in uncharted water. Never tried this before. BETIE. Okay. BETIE. And the part I've never tried before, via 2. Okay, we'll try it via this way, which will be the Quebec 110. Worst case scenario, I do have all the fixes. Dot BFOLO. Doing it just like I see it here, folks. Even though my mind is kind of telling me the way I'm used to with everything else. And I would have been wrong. How about that? We learned something today, folks. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll see you next. No, just kidding, folks. Don't want to overload the learning. Always want to learn something. EUF. Then we're going to do HEVVN, which is actually in this term, HE. Victor, November. And, okay, we got to put that one in. I got to do it the same way. Q, and this is the 104. Dot PLYER. PL. Or PLYER, however you want to say it. PLYE. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with the alphabet today, folks. Next, PLYER. Now I just want to check something here. Oh, that's all we got. Yep, that's how it works. And then we're on the arrival. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't missing anything because I know they make long runs. But I also know the stars in Florida are also very long. So, all right. And now, very important here, the very last fix, You have to enter this. I found that if you type it, it doesn't work. You got to actually click it, get it down here in that scratch pad, and then put it in for everything to come together. If you do it where you just type it and then click it in, I don't get it why it doesn't work right, but it works this way. I'll show you where I'm going with this. All right, so we got the route in, folks. How about that? Wasn't hard. Let's go to perf int. Let's go to the next page. Climb out. Okay, that, I mean, it's going to do what it's going to do. Initial cruise. Okay, and there it is. That's key also, that if that doesn't go in, then you didn't do the destination. Otherwise, it doesn't load the next. So you got 5 pages you're going through here, folks. And then you can click your fuel, click, confirm, and then you can go to your takeoff, next, runway. Oh, I thought I could click that there. What I get for thinking we are wet. Okay, I may have to go to another page. I will. All right, we're going to perf. Actually, we're going to first... Yeah, let's go to perf. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, now we'll go to perf. Take off. What? Okay, you're not playing nice here. So I haven't selected my runway yet. That's why. Okay. No, we do not have a departure, so activate. Now we can go into perf. Take off. Next. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Still ain't letting me click it up for wet. Climb. Confirm. Okay. Next. There's our V speeds. Okay. I know a lot of things didn't seem to come together right there. I don't get it, but we got all the way to where we need to be. 125 for V1. And folks, really, when you got a 8,000 feet of runway available to you, pretty much by the time you reach VR, which on this runway is pretty close to a couple thousand feet down, you'll still have 3, 4, 5,000 to stop the plane. So it's really not like you're hurting. The only thing you don't have are auto brakes. That I know of. So, all right. Try it one more time. I'm a glutton for punishment. Yes, I am. Okay, it's not going to let us. All right. Okay, so we got that in. Flight plan, warning test. Oh, I like this because it's real easy. First off, go up here, clear all your warnings. Basically, it's saying, hey, your engines aren't running. Hey, your fuel tank transfers are off. Really? Would have never known with the engines off. So, but anyway, it is what it is. All right, so let's do our checks, shall we? We'll back out a little. Annunciator check.
Hold up. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Terrain, terrain. Hold up.
Oh no, terrain. Okay, next one, AOA, looks good. That's our overspeed. Wind shear, sorry. Flaps. Thrust reverse. Fire alarms. Landing gear. Everything's good. Smoke detector and everything tested good. All right, V speeds, we already know them. They're right in front of us, 125, 126, 138. We'll set our altimeters now and get our nav displays all set up. Our altimeter in MidAmerica Airport is elusive. 2986. And unfortunately, folks, you cannot sync them. And I'll be right back 1 second. The CEO has comments for me. All right, folks, sorry about that. Getting some marching orders. My wife's got a couple errands to run, and I've got to, right before we do engine start, I've got to break away one more time to get some things squared away for a pickup coming. All right, get this set up as well. Off traffic. Put it on terrain. Keep it traffic right now. You could put it in your vertical file. Leave it and leave it. Turn. Return. No. Turn. Okay. Right now you're seeing radar. Now we're going to bump out a little. There's E&L. And then we'll put this one out 40. There we go. So we see HILTS. And we got 2986 on both. Hydraulics look good. 3000. And folks, I will be right back. I'm going to get that piece of equipment that needs to be ready for pickup and be right back with you. Give me about a minute. All right, folks, got that taken care of. And again, my apologies. Was kind of expecting that later today. All right. So we're through the pre-start. We're ready for startup. Let's wait on our passengers. Give you a little tour here. It's raining. This is basically called the Gulf Apron here. This is the airport I work at. Like I said, Scott Air Force Base is over there for those militarily in the know. My office, just a little over that way. Anyway, so there you have it, and then our terminal for Allegiant down at the other end. All right. Oh, the passengers have showed. Let's get the door open for them. And while they board, let's take a look at what a default Citation 10 looks like in X-Plane. Much better than what Microsoft used to do. Much better indeed. All right. Passengers are in, getting their final brief to buckle up. We'll help them along. And all right, lights are ready. Doors, windows closed. Seatbelt sign on. Anti-ice. Ground rec light. Middle. This will turn your strobes on the wing sides. Brakes are set. Chocks removed. Throttles. If I could ever get these to work like they're supposed to. Might get it this time. All right. Speed brake down. Flaps 0, 0. Fuel boost. Sorry about that. To the on position, which is up. All right, we're ready to go. Environmental packs. Way over there to the off position. Ignition. Normal. And here we go. Okay, we got our 20%. Let's see if it'll do it. Seems like it did to me. Just waiting on it to stabilize. And pardon me again, folks, I'll be right back. wife's out running errands, and a couple things always pop up. All right, we got engine 2 fired up. Let's get engine 1. Oh, you know why? Yeah, always helps to turn the igniter on. There we go. 19, there's 20. Okay, here we go, firing it up. And once this one's back on, now they're saying we can turn the ignitions off. Okay, engines are looking good. Oh, excuse me, folks. Trying to pick up the hiccups, it looks like. Alright, Centralia will get that dialed in here while they're finishing their spool up and warm up. Alright, so 15. Zero, zero. Boom. Okay, so that's Centralia. Most likely it's about an easterly course, which is what it looks like. Okay, then down here, I'm going to pop this out. Set for runway heading. Go. All right, and course. Go. All right, we're ready to go, folks. All right, continuing on. Let's get those ignitions off. All right, after start, engine gauges are checked, generators left and right. Hydraulic A off, and we can get the APU bleed off and turn it off. Right, do this. So. All right, center to the on position. And finally, cabin pressure checked. Set. And taxi instructions received. Taxi lights, pitot heats on. All right, we are set, ready to go, folks. Trim. Right here, let's bring it up to right about there. Okay, left and right bleeds are on. See the status here, everything's good and good. All right, here we go. MidAmerica traffic, Citation 99 Tango, taxi. Roger, taxi 14 left, Gulf intersection departure, call tower. Citation November 99 Tango Tango. Bear with me a second, folks. I just realized two things. We're flying for Millennium Aviation today, and oh, did I finish that? Great. Alright, well, we're connected, so we'll see how that works. More importantly, though, I forgot to connect. Go with this. Oh, we're actually going under NetJets. My bad. And a C750. What the heck is this? When did I get auto ATC? Huh. It's a new one. Hang on a second, folks. I'm glad I kind of just did what I did. What is auto ATC? I've never heard of this. We'll find out some way, somehow. Alright, that's a thing, folks. Alright, so pre-takeoff's all complete. We just need to get out there. Alright. MidAmerica traffic, NetJets 572 departing runway 14 Rec Central. You just make sure nobody popped up on. Okay. Final check here with like a little bit of room. Short just a second while I do this check. But he's online. Okay. Just doing a double check. Kind of sucks we don't have wipers, but at least we do. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's get the landing lights on. All Alright folks, here we go. Strap in. Boys never know what to expect on takeoff. Okay, there's V1. Rotate. Away we go. Roger, direct Centralia. At Jets 572. Ice detected. HILTS. Okay, hang on a second, folks. Just notice we're not going cast in bay. It's probably due. Alright, I think we're on course now, folks. We got the ice message off. Let's see how bad this is. I'm going to be going outside the plane, so watch your ears. We're in hyperspace, warp speed. Not sure of the tops here, folks. Alright, so there you have it. Actually, not too bad. Oh, starting to get a little fast. That's 18,000. For those curious, here just now at Centralia, 19,000 feet. Steve, 0999. That was loud. Okay. I didn't have my sound up. Bring it down. Actually, do it this way. Alright, we're going outside again, folks. This time, I plan to be listening. Still loud. Much better. Sorta, kinda. Alright, well, do the best we can here. Sim really looking good. Still kinda confused over this. Auto ATC, I don't know where that came from, unless that's part of this livery. Anyway, we're doing good so far. Hope y'all again had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year ahead of you, and we are above the weather and continuing to climb. Headed for Florida. Alright, get that one on terrain. This will stay on weather. And headed down, folks. Hope you enjoy the ride. Like I said, it's about a 2-hour ride. Maybe faster, since we'll be going close to 0.86 in this aircraft. Kind of, you know, is it my glasses or is it actually blurry? Kind of looks a little blurred out there. It's a new livery we've got in here, this November 99 Tango Tango. So far, I mean, I liked it on the reposition flight, but then we weren't in much cloudiness. However, this version, the 0.8 RC3 is looking really good with the clouds. And I know in the video that Austin released, there's a lot more coming with the weather and scenery. So, I'm kind of wondering what does he have in mind for us. Me and Hawker are like, hey, as long as you fix Memphis, man, that would be great. And I know there's a handful of others with floating scenery, so that would be great. So but we are on VATSIM. We are headed to Marco Island. You can find it on the map if you know where Naples, Florida is. If you don't, go to Miami, go due east and a little north. Oh, I'm sorry, due west and a little north. You'll run into Naples. It's an island right off the coast. All right, and looking at the clock, folks, 1 hour, 40 minutes to go. Hope you enjoy. We're about to make the turn south to warm our tail feathers. Actually, it's been pretty warm most of the month of December here in St. Louis, so actually it's been kind of fun to hear people say, you know, it's a little warmer here than in Florida. They're not going to say that today. All right, folks, we are squaring up to go direct BETIE, I believe it is, and then get on the Q110. All right, so enjoy, folks. We are going to get some music rolling kind of in the background. I'm try and see if I've got a decent volume level set. I think so. All right, folks, enjoy, and we will see you in about 40 or so minutes, and we'll begin programming the FMC. Unless, of course, we get there a heck of a lot faster than I think we will, and we'll get things squared away. All right, folks, through just about 40,000 feet for 45. And looking for a little stronger in a climb, so I have to bump up. All right, well, I thought it was my glasses making it look blurry. What's going on with that? But it does look blurry. It's hard to clear a little. All right, now we're through 40,000 feet. And we're starting to get where I'd like to be speed-wise. you have it. BizJet Day, as Hawker so aptly said. Let's get in here, get pretty close to cruise, I'm sure. Alright, let it build some speed up here and see what we got here. Alright, we're slowly building our speed up. Alright folks, enjoy the music and we'll be chatting with you again, like I said, roughly in about 40 minutes, but I hope you enjoy the music, enjoy the time. Hey, feel free to chat away. And if you're new, don't hesitate to smash that follow button, folks. We'd love to have you aboard. Currently, nothing scheduled till next year. We'll be back with scheduled service starting the week after New Year's. So, and then we'll, well, in the meantime, why don't you join us over at our Discord channel and let us know some ideas of what you would like to see us fly to. Still got a couple out there to hit, and we'll see what we can do. This one just came up just because we had a charter flight here a couple days ago, and that's where it went. So, all right, folks, so relax. Hey, it's the weekend between Christmas. A lot still are not back to work. Enjoy. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. folks. We got about an hour, it looks like in 7 minutes to get there. I've opened up the Discord channel, so feel free if you want to log in and converse while we're in flight here. I just sent you an invite if you don't have it, but we'd love to meet and greet you there on Discord. Just be mindful, this is a family channel, and I will call out and, if need be, remove foul language or any of the normal what will get you banned. So, alrighty. So, but again, keeping it light, feel free, join us. I'm on the Discord channel. I'd love to chat with you. We are high above Georgia, I believe is where we are right now. Yeah, working our way down to the coast and then into our destination at about an hour away. I'm going to start in, and feel free if you want to come in, interrupt, and we'll meet and greet. We got plenty of time for the arrival brief. I just want to get started with it. So one, the plane's ready, and two, the pilot, me, is kind of sort of ready for it. All right, so with that, what we'll use, instead of Sim Toolkit, let's just use charts. And by that, I mean, well, actually, I am going to make that a bigger screen. And I think, let me see where our music is. I may kind of stall a little bit. Now we'll just hit the pause button. All right, and let's take a look at this airport we're going to. It's really kind of a neat deal. Oh, wait, I got my mic muted. There we go. Now it's on. Hopefully I'm not echoing. What am I saying? I've got the ability to find out. Okay, we're not echoing. That's good. All right, so we pull up the right program here on my end. All right, so charts. Basically what you saw in Sim Toolkit when I clicked NavGraph, this is that program outside of it. I just included it. There's a cog right there you can click. That'll set that up for you. Hang on a second. I like having my heading pretty close to my direction of flight. Oh yeah, we're doing good here on the cruise. I'm gonna pull back just a smidge till it says cruise and continue on. Don't want to burn all the fuel, so I want to be able to make Miami if need be. All right, so I'm bringing up the weather. Actually, let's go a different route. Let's go this way. Weather. Let's see if there's any ATIS information out there. There is not. Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, NavGraph Charts is just an add-on that you do pay for those of us that will be tonight or tomorrow updating our FMCs to be as real as possible, or at least able to take those real-world flights, plug them in here, and the charts and the routes will match up. This is just a little bit more in that subscription fee for that, but it gives you the world of charts. By that, I mean, if you want to fly in Europe, you will find the chart for it instead of trying to hope and pray the VATSIM or IVO site will have it. Now, caveat, if you plan to just fly in the United States, Alaska, Hawaii, and San Juan, SkyVector's your best bet. They're free. Not the greatest. FAA charts are not the greatest. They're usable. IFR pilots use them all the time, but they're not the JEP quality that you see here on charts. And don't use them, of course, for real world. It says it right at the bottom. All right, so we're going into this place called MKY or MRK. Marco Island. It's a 5,000-foot runway, so we got to be on our P's and Q's, folks. That's about what we need to land this plane. You can already see the elevations at 5 feet. We have pappies and reels angled at 3 degrees. Runway's grooved. So, I mean, got a great airport here. Takeoff visibility has to be above a quarter mile. Okay, so how do we figure out now what runway? Well, let's take a look at this. We'll bring up the weather. As of 40 minutes ago, it's telling you that, folks. We got a 360 at 5 wind, 10 miles visibility. And for those of you not METAR savvy, it does spell it out. Ceiling, 1,800 feet. That's a item we need to pay attention to, as the visibility is too. Those two are the key for any instrument approach. Of course, your temperature is going to tell you if you're going to have icing or not, but your ceiling and visibility spell out, can I or can I not shoot this approach? And then you can see our barometer 30.00. And then all that other gobbledygook you see at the end of a METAR, starting from remark on, they kind of spell it out too. Some of that I never heard of. I worry, remark to the left. Primarily, what's my ceiling and what's my visibility? Ceiling is not denoted unless you have it spelled out for you. Cloud layers, broken or overcast. Few and scattered do not make instrument flight. Okay. Overcast and broken, whatever those numbers, the lowest one is your ceiling. Okay, so 1,800 feet. Now we could do this again and pull the TAF up, because we're going to be an hour or so out, folks. So it may be worth looking at. So let's go back to weather, TAF. All right, from as of 14:56, 2 hours ago, we're looking for stuff at 15Z. So we're looking, winds will be out of the north, about 6 miles of visibility, broken under at or around 5,000. Right now we're 1,800. Looking good on this. This would allow us to depart, which we did, by the way. All right, now what's another neat feature? First off, I'm going to work my way down here. Okay, well, you can see the arrival, so let's go through it. Most of it, you will not see the airplane traversing this white box, not to scale. Basically is just that. It's not to the scale of the map. Otherwise, it would be the length of your arm. The Picker 7 RNAV arrival is, sometimes it tells you, but I know it's good for runway 35 because that's what we're coming in. It is good for jets and turboprops only. Piston guys, you may have to look for something else, or wing and a prayer. I mean, did I say that out loud? Now, this is actually set up for Naples. However, it also includes MKY. Hang on a second, folks. I thought we had a visitor. Oop. I thought we had a visitor because my dog grumbled. But he's been grumbling a lot. But anyway, back to what I was saying. There's probably another arrival for the piston aircraft. Or like I said, you fly seat of your pants, which is what VFR flight's all about. Except you can't fly VFR right now. All right, so Codger transition, as it's telling you up here, folks, is only available via ATC. So we're coming down from PLYER. Obesi, Whittle, Riley, Codger, Bags, Picker, Zeeler, Isaiah, and then our airport's right here. Marco Island itself is right where the 6 is. All right. And then finally, real quick, our ASOS weather is 134.225. So, and of course, if you don't know this by now, folks, anywhere in the United States, pretty much, I'll even give you a secret, most all of North America, to include Mexico and those countries below, is 18,000 feet. But all of the United States is 18,000 feet. Not like Europe, where you might take off in Munich, land in Cologne, and you've got 2 different transition levels. Very confusing. But that, that works for them. So confusing to us, works for them. All right, so now, how do we figure out how to get from Isaiah to Marco? This program has some interesting traits to it. You notice this right here, we're set up for runway 35. Remember, our winds are 360 at 5, I think it was. Well, we have 2 approaches available. So if we click select, we get those to pull up. One for our runway, one for the reciprocal, and they're only RNAVs, folks, no instruments. Meaning you're going to have to fly it. Oh my gosh, you mean I have to fly? Oh Lord. Better tell the passengers, buckle up, I don't know how to fly. Just kidding, folks. We'll get her in there. All right, so we are going to fly. It looks like if we go down here to the RNAV 35 COPG, we can fly that in, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll just simply click Add to Route. By doing that, if you didn't notice, we now... Oh, I cut it off so you guys don't see it. Okay, I do have that down below now. So our RNAV is just that. It's a set route with fixes that we fly to do the approach. Now, they're set up off of a channel. You do not tune that. The aircraft's GPS automatically does, and it's going to be to this WAS channel, 53316 Whiskey 35 Alpha. Narrows it down even more. Potentially, we could have what looks like an ILS approach. I have yet to figure out how to set airplanes up into this. It's only worked once, and I don't know what I did. So, we'll take what we get, folks. All right, so again, there's our ATIS or AWOS, Airport Weather Observation Station, 3 Papa Tango. There's our approach, Fort Myers, Miami Center, when approach is not around, and then the Unicom and common traffic for Marco Island. This is all real world stuff, folks. Maybe, maybe not. Miami Center is up and going on this channel. But overall, this is real world what you can expect. VATSIM world will stay on 122.8. Okay, again, I've already alluded. Here's our channel that the instruments will tune to. Final approach. I'll set that, but to a point. All right, so before we get going too far into it, so we're going to come into Kopke, head over here 5 miles to Onsaw, to Paris, to runway 35. So the next item over to the right is Paris. That has to be at 1,500 feet. Now, it says on glide slope. That is right here. Well, you can't see it, but here, let me see if it pops out well for you. Okay, that'll be right here, folks. Okay. And it could show, but that's where you'll see it, and we'll see what we can do. Now, our LPV, and I don't remember LPV's, what that stands for, decision altitude. For MSL, it's 286. MSL, or I'm sorry, above the ground is 281. Airport's 5 feet above sea level. So we'll be at 1,500 feet descending to our missed approach point, which is 280 feet above the ground. We'll call it 300 to make it easy, folks. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. 300. Okay. All right. Finally, our missed approach. Looks like it's climbed to 3,000 to AVCOF hold. And if need be, continue and climb to 3,000 feet in hold. Pretty simple, and then here's what you can expect. All right, we went over this already. Here's our vertical. We're going to come in at 2,000 feet. We'll start doing some computations here in a minute to make that. But we got to make sure there's no restrictions in our star itself. We'll come over Onsaw at 2,000 feet, descending to 1,500 feet. Again, glide slope here. Now, 3 degrees at 125 or 30. That's what I'm going to plan. Should be right around 700 or so feet per minute. As long as we maintain that, we should be fine. LNAV is right there, 1.5 miles out. Missed approach. And again, here is the minimums. Okay, so long as we have a local altimeter setting, folks. LPV in here, which is what we're going to do, is 286 feet. Or the METARs have to be above 280. We're going to go 300 for safety and a mile's worth of visibility. All right, real quick before we get too far from that statement, let's look at the METAR real quick. Coming up in the chat. All right, we got a Galax 3 looking to download X-Plane 12 on my MacBook. I would say yes. I know X-Plane is developed for any computer, and a lot of Mac users use X-Plane because Microsoft products, well, they kind of don't. They have this love-hate relationship. They love to hate your computer at Microsoft because they were meant for Microsoft computers. Where X-Plane kind of loves all the computers. So I would say, but don't quote me on this, I would say you should be pretty good. There, Galax 3. And hey, thanks for the first time chat there. Okay, there's our METAR, folks. That seems old. Bear with me a second. All right, we're going to do this again. Oh, that's 54 minutes old. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Weather-wise, we look good for the airport. We got our 300 or better for a ceiling. We got well over 1 mile of visibility. So as of right now, we should have no problems coming in here. Speeds. So let's take, first off, before we get to speeds, let's take this information, plug it into our FMCs, and get it ready for approach. Even though we're still some distance out. First thing I want to do, let's go back, look at the arrival itself. Okay, no restrictions. Folks, if you see something, point it out, because I am not seeing any speed descent restrictions at all on this. Other than the standard 10,000 feet, 250. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go to nav, arrival, approach, RNAV 35. Picker, PLYER, oh, I did this last time. What did I do? Activate. Oh, and you guys didn't see that. Okay, let me kind of go through it, let you all see it. My bad. What I did, I clicked nav, arrival, started with my runway and worked down to fill it in, clicked approach or activate, and yes, we're LPV, and landing. We'll have to get off the perf. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, so our approach speed at this moment, folks, is 122 knots. Landing speed 117. But that's how I did it. Now, what I want to do is check. All right, there's heaven. So we're back into the cloud. Where are all these clouds? Did somebody drop an anchor to pull those clouds from St. Louis down here? All right, so heaven's our next fix, as we saw. Then Leggett, and then PLYER. And folks, we start our run then. Progress. All right. The only thing I really, and I'm again, just because I'm used to the 737, the Airbus, and all of those aircraft, to a bigger screen for my legs and progress pages to include my top of climb or top of descent. Wait, top of descent. I'm sorry, it's right there. 250 miles. Maybe. I'm not sure on that one, folks. I'm going to do one for myself. So, how I figure this up. It's a little bit of a, sorry, those of you out from school, math time. You can tell your teachers, look, I did some math while I was on my break, and they'll go, wow. All right. Hang on a second here. Where is my calculator? There it is. All right, so we're 45 going down to 2, so we minus 45 minus 2. What I do is I take my cruise level, throw the zeros off. Take what I'm going down to, throw the zeros off. So 45 minus 2, 43. Times that by 3. So approximately 130 miles. Let's add 20. Let's do it at 150 miles, our descent. From our destination. So from that page we were at, let's go back to progress. Let's go previous, see if it tells us. Nope, we have to go here. Oh, I thought it would at least tell us how much more mileage we had, but it doesn't. Okay. Doink. And what I'll do, bring up. We have 330 miles to go. So we'll call it 250. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That's how you verify, though, folks. You don't want to go literally, a lot of pilots will say, well, wing and a prayer. It works. Yes, no, maybe. But I always try to at least do the 3 over, the 3 was a 3 by 1,000. I'm not sure what that method is I use, but it's one I learned 20, geez, almost 30 years ago, folks. And it seems to be pretty good. I can come down at about 2,300 feet a minute and pretty much nail it. Just about. I mean, not going to guarantee it gets nailed, but it's pretty doggone close. All right, so we got everything done. We've got our speeds. We've got our FMC programmed. Our passengers are doing whatever the heck they want to back there. It's their plane. And we're just cruising along at 0.89 Mach at 45,000 feet. Welcome to the world of biz jets. We'll be back shortly, folks. We're looking about 30 minutes. Well, we'll get a little closer to that top of descent and we'll come back. We'll play a couple of tunes and then start the descent. All right, folks, we're back with you. This is one of the few corporate jets I really liked. Aside from the Gulfstreams, this one ranks up there. I look at it this way, folks, and I know you all are going to laugh, but if I have to slouch to walk down the aisleway, albeit short aisleway, why am I buying this plane if I can't stand up and walk down the aisles? That's the reason why I'm not a big fan of Lear jets and the smaller ones. It's just, if you're going to pay that kind of money and have to basically crawl in on all fours to get in, I'm sorry. Why do I have this plane? It's supposed to be a creature comfort. So, all right, we're going to get ready for top of descent. And, I think I will be right back, our last break, as I get this piece of equipment to the guy. My dog was wrong. All right, folks, let's do this, shall we? Oh, Lord. It's putting us in that close. Let's see what the airplane says. Oh, is it saying we should start down? Because I'm still showing 230 miles out. Over 132 miles. There it is. I'm like, this can't be right. Got about 100 miles to go, folks. Still trying to get used to this plane. Cypress is 1086. Then St. Pete 116. Okay, this one, neither we track, but this will give us a little bit of relief in DME. All right, Sarasota could work too. So yeah, we've got quite a few. What is Sarasota? Bear with me a second. Whoop, wrong one. That one. Sarasota. It's like 17-0. Okay, any others I could use? There's all right, there we go. We got our radio set up for the next for the next bit here, folks. So relax, enjoy. Got about 100 miles to go. Oop, wrong one. Let's see. 100 miles to go. All right, folks. Our dog is really hilarious. He knows somebody's coming. He knows somebody's coming. So you'll get an errant bark out of him every so often. All right, we are 90 miles. It's showing top of descent. The only thing, and I know I'm just not seeing it. Hang on a second. I just want to make sure I didn't forget. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just do our best here, folks. You know, that's all you can really do here. I just don't like when I don't see data here. All right. Being as where we are, folks, and no restrictions on this descent yet. Let me see. No centers up. Okay, we'll set for that right now. Going to go ahead and center my heading. And until I either... Oh, actually, you know what, folks? I would love to click VNav and it do what it's supposed to. All right, let's go ahead, begin our descent. Do it about 2,000 feet a minute, folks, and watch our speed. All right, let's do some checklisting here descents, altimeter at transmission or transition level. Landing briefing completed. Seatbelt signs will come on at about, we'll probably put them on around 15,000. And we got the strobes on. All right. Pre-landing fuel, cabin pressure's good. They're saying to dump it. I really don't know how to dump it. Hang on a second here. I do know one thing I want to do. All right, we'll kind of work that down. I don't want to dump it yet till we get under 10,000 feet. So, aircraft's currently at 35. We'll lower it down to 25 here in a minute. And our speeds are holding right at Mach 0.80, 280. Good deal. Okay, so we're coming down at a good rate. Actually over the ocean currently. Okay, and we're coming up to Codger. 137 to go. All right, folks, here we go. Through 25,000, we're doing about 280 in this descent. I'm pretty comfortable with that. And what we'll do, is pretty much let it do its thing down to 5, and then we'll get it down to 2. Pretty much off the coast of Florida right now. Currently due east of us is Sarasota. Switch. And kind of to our northeast is Tampa. And we're going to be switching here soon to Naples for the approach. But we're going to be again flying RNAV, so we're going to be doing what's called an LPV approach. And I'm getting involved here, folks. Localizer performance with vertical guidance. You know, really, English is not working well today. Did somebody spike my coffee? All right. Alright, so again, let's get our latest weather here. Okay, coming off their altimeter is 3000. So I'll look and see if we need to steepen any. Saying to go to about 23 at top descent. Set it 30. Okay. Now we're going to tell them get in their seats. Okay. Thing I did not verify. So they're saying Okay, so give you an idea where we are, and that way I can set this up. Where y'all see it. They have to use speed brakes. Start slowing. Must have just been the way the clouds work, because now it looks fine. That or my eyes got better. One of the two. All right, we're slowing now to 250. Okay, let's get ready for landing. Fuel, cabin pressure, taxi landing lights, flaps, gear, spoilers. I don't know how to arm the spoilers. You all know how. I sure would love to know. All right, folks. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to help get this piece of equipment to the guy. Stand by. All right, folks. Oh, our dog cracks me up. Oh, Winston. All right, let me get this speed under control, folks. All right, we are at 5,000 feet. And as you can tell, we're coming over PLYER, headed for, hang on, I'll just zoom in. Oh, Zeeler, getting ready. All right, so we got down a little quicker than we thought, which is good. And now we'll just work our way in. All right, let's continue. Let's make sure here. Again, if you all, I'm looking in the chat right now in case I missed it. All right, it doesn't appear. If you all know how to arm these spoilers, I would sure love to see it. I'm going to start watching some videos on this plane. It's probably, make sure it's not a pull it up or anything like that. Oh. All right. All right, folks, and please, those of you familiar to this plane, if you see something I missed, have not done, minus the fact it's not 100% complete there, let me know. Harming the spoilers would be really helpful, but we'll use the reverse thrust. Speaking of which, let's double check. Yeah, no ATC still at this time. All right, so we're a little high. We should have been a lot lower at this point, or a lot higher. So, okay, we misjudged a little bit on our descent. Yeah, in videos of the real aircraft, I've actually seen INSs either here or here that aren't there. Dog's getting into some trouble now. All right. Oh, learning some things. Okay. All right. All right, as you can see, we still got a little ways to go down here to actually, what is it called? Izaja, and then down to our initial for the approach. All right, so again, folks, if you like what you're seeing, we'd love for you to click that follow button. All that does is send you an email letting you know, hey, Flying with Mike has gone live. If you by chance are catching this on our YouTube channel, what I would love for you to do there is click that subscribe button. And all that does is, in essence, the same thing, minus it's telling you a new video has posted. So, no monetary, anything like that. Now, if you're in and would like ad-free viewing here on Twitch, you know, you could always click subscribe. I don't sit here and say you need to be subscribing. No, that's up to you folks. I can't, demand that out of you. It's kind of foolish. I know a couple that do that, and hey, I don't know how they get a lot of viewers, but they do. But hey, that's cool. Power to them. I just can't do that. So, but I will tell you this: if you do subscribe or you donate or you put in biddies, folks, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It's not a requirement, but we do thank you for coming alongside and helping us. We are in the process of looking. I'm kind of waiting to see where X plane is about to go as to where we go with our next purchase. I'm looking either at an airplane or two, or maybe scenery. But I'm also looking at possibly improvements to the weather, because I'm kind of tired when it's sunny, it's raining. So, and I don't know if that's an FS or an XP UIPC issue or X plane, as we would say, laminar. So, but yeah, thank you in advance for those of you that do subscribe right now. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And for those thinking about it, if you do pull that trigger, thank you. And up until, well, up until the new year, folks, there is discounts on that. So, all right, folks. Let's take a look outside. All right, here we go, folks. We're going to go ahead, begin our final descent to 2000. Let me double check our charting. Going to switch what we have up in front now. Oh, hang on. No lower than 2000, 2000 at onsaw. Okay. All right, so 2000. Okay. I'm going to wait just a few seconds here. All right, we got a dog that's really getting into a lot of trouble right now. All right. Gonna go ahead and start slowing us. 18 miles. Okay, let me switch my radio now definitely to okay. All right, folks, we are getting ready to start the RNAV into Marco Island. All right, so we're going to drop down to 2,500 feet, then down to 2,000, then 1,500 to make our approach. Okay, currently 120, 113. All right. I heard the chime for the $500 to go. Now we are closing in on it. All right, so here we go, folks. Remember, 18, what was our last weather report? Three two zero 6, 10 miles. Ah, we don't have a ceiling now. Okay, cool. All right, let's drop down to 2,500 or 2,000. Okay, lights are on. Marco Island traffic, November 99 Tango Tango, turning onto the LPV 435. Okay, leveling off. Now we go down another 500 feet. Slats out. Actually, I think I've got the runway in sight. Yep, we just lost it. Runway in sight. All right, folks. Marco Island traffic, November 99 Tango Tango, final for 35. And we'll be landing All right. Welcome to Marco Island. Okay, and all right, let me Marco Island traffic, November 99 Tango Tango, off 35. Okay, let's see what we can do to shut this thing down. Okay, after landing, spoilers, flaps are indeed. Spoilers are up. Never saw 'em move. Flaps are indicated up and showing up. Fuel boost off. Anti-ice off. Okay. Generators bleed air fuel. All right. Left and right bleed airs off. All right. Let's see if I can do these individually. How about we do them together? All right, folks, we are on the ground in good old Marco Island, Florida. Wrapping this up, avionics. Off. Gens off, pitot heats off, windshields off, APUs running, and we can kill the ECAS now. Welcome in, folks. The heck? How about that? The parking brake didn't set. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love these planes. Hang on a second, folks. Let's back it up. Back the truck up. Let's stop. Oh gosh, I just screwed up. Oh good, it filed. Okay, good. I forgot I was... All right, there we go. All right, well, she ain't going anywhere now. Let me make sure. Hydraulics on, brakes set. Okay, there we go. That was always nice to look up and go, oh, look, we're in the trees. All right, folks, we are shut down and at our destination. Couple of things left to do here. Besides cleanup work, we just disconnected from VATSIM. And you know what? The one thing I didn't do, so I want to make sure. All right, looks like nobody was tracking in with us. Okay, I usually try to make sure nobody's tracking in with us, just in case. All right, so let's take a look at this, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and power up our avionics again. All right, and bring in Sim Toolkit. This is the real reason I really like this program, folks. Your flight's been logged. They have us at 358 feet a minute. Maybe. I think there was a bounce or two, and I think the nose didn't come down right away. So that's why the high. But let's take a look, shall we? View your details. It was a 2-hour, 20-minute flight. 860 miles. We burned just under 2,000 kilograms of fuel, and they got us at 2.15, 99 knots. So we were kind of slow. Oh, I didn't want to do that. And I know we landed long. Okay, non-precision approach, so you don't have all the hash marks, but there's where you're supposed to touch down, and we're not too far off. We were only 1,450 feet down, 5 feet to the left, so that's good. And here's all the other metrics. Overall, it's real good. Millennium Mac Air recorded us at 60 feet a minute. Not sure which bounce they got. All right, folks, we are going to attempt get the passengers out of here. And then once we're ready, we're going to try this again, except we're going to do it from replay. It's a built-in feature. When it works, it is phenomenal in kind of seeing how you did, what you did wrong, what you did right, as you get better and better at the sim. It's a tool I wish you could use in the real world to really help you out. But you know, the age-old adage is repetition does it, and it does help you on your landings. Okay, so let's go ahead and button it up. Let's see if we're gonna get it. Looks like we are. Let me find some appropriate music, what we usually use for this. You can see our runway up ahead. Let's see how it looked this way. That was a really good approach. I mean, other than the fact that was really slow and I couldn't get the nose. I didn't even realize the nose was up till we finally got it in reverse. Now let's see what the passengers think. I mean, it's a little forceful, but again, I don't know which numbers are accurate. I mean, when you've got one saying close to 350 and another saying 60, what gives? So, there's part of my problem. I flared too hard. Nice fighter landing. All right, folks, let's go back one more time. I know there's no tower here, but let's see if there is something equivalent. There is not. All right, folks, we're gonna let her land one more time. All right, there you have it, folks. Welcome into Marco Island Executive Airport. Marco Island is just right over that little river-like bay we saw. All right, folks, and that's going to be a wrap for today. What a great flight it was indeed. I actually enjoyed this one. We got down a little too quick, but that's okay. A lot of learning to do with this plane, but overall a great flight. I want to say thank you, though, to every one of you that came out today to watch, taking time out during your Christmas break to watch Flying with Mike. Just always gets to me. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for your follows and your subscriptions. Folks, have a great new year. I'm not sure if we'll be streaming again later this week, but if we do, we'll see you then. Otherwise, folks, Happy New Year, and we'll see you after January 1. God bless you all. Have a great day. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. We'll see you after the new year for sure.